Well, if you had asked me before whether I thought riding in a taxi blindfolded would be an unsettling experience, I certainly would have said that it was. And now I know for sure that it's even worse than that. Oh, I'm not trying to discourage whatever whimsical surprise you've crafted, but really, showing up to my apartment with this eye mask and telling me to dress for a nice night out is very shocking, especially with everything that's been going on with us. Oh. We seem to have stopped moving and landed at a destination, so if you would please, can I finally have my sight and wits returned to me? Not that I manage to keep many wits about me when you're around anyway. Oh goodness, it's bright. Oh, what a lovely, well-lit lobby. Everyone looks so fancy. Is this the James Pearl Performance Center? Oh, no, I've never been here before. I've only seen the website when checking their upcoming seasons. My gosh, no wonder the taxi ride was so long. We're all the way in the next city. I know you did that so we'd be away from anyone from school who might catch us. But still, the fare for that taxi must have been astronomical. And when you're already working so hard to cover your monthly costs. Really, if you just told me where you wanted to go, I could have driven us. Then that would have ruined the surprise. True. But what even is the surprise? What are we doing here? This time of year, all their performances seem to focus on Twilight Age musicians doing nostalgia tours and ballets. Yes, I see the poster for it. The Nutcracker. You bought us tickets for the Nutcracker? There is still time to return them and get your money back. Where is the ticket office, I wonder? I'm sorry. It's not that I'm not so excited at the thought of finally letting myself watch ballet again, but I can't let you spend that much money on me when you're pardon the generalization, a broke college student. These tickets are not cheap. Even those that seat you up in the furthest balconies with all the moths and other little theater phantoms. And as much as I'd love for us to watch such a beautiful show together, to have such an exquisite date, I have to think about what's best for you, even if that makes me the bad guy. Listen, we'll return the tickets and then the night shall not go to waste, I promise. We can find a nice little cafe. I'm certain they even have one here. Yes, it's over there in the corner. We don't have to go home right away. We can delight the evening over scones and coffee, and I'm starting to feel like our relationship is 50% coffee at this point. All I'm saying is that you don't have to put this burden on yourself just for me. Though I do appreciate it greatly. The fact that you thought to do this, that you even remembered my little throwaway musing about loving the Nutcracker as a child is impossibly lovely. I could not love you more in this moment. But it's too much for someone like me. All of this is too much. It's too much because I'm not Clara or some fairy tale princess. I'm just Lilly Carver. Do you know the story of the Nutcracker? It follows Clara is a young girl who goes to a beautiful Christmas party where she is gifted a nutcracker of fine quality. In the night, she sneaks from her room to marvel at it and ends up falling asleep under the Christmas tree with the toy in her arms. She goes on a fantastical journey where she helps defeat the evil Mouse King, saves the noble and handsome Nutcracker, dances in the land of sparkling snow, and celebrates with sugar fairies. When she wakes, she continues her life with new joy. She's brave and magical and I'm just a poetry teacher forced to teach mostly classic literature classes. I'm just a girl who wasn't good enough at ballet to have anything come of it. I'm just a silly woman in love with her younger student, hiding in the shadows, staying in my lane. The last thing I could be called is brave. I couldn't even bring myself to do anything with my degree besides what my parents demanded. Turn right around and stay where I was safe and predictable. This date, this is magical. Being with someone as thoughtful as you, that's a fairy tale. I don't deserve this. I haven't earned this. Lilly, never taken a risk in her life, Carver. I do as I'm told, and I do it with a smile. I don't wear red because my aunt once told me that it was too bold for my constitution. A whirlwind romance full of wonderful surprises and ballet and something other than coffee. How could I accept something so main character energy? Oh, please don't chuckle. I've heard the kids saying that, and at this moment I really couldn't think of any other way to describe it. Here with you is a dream, and I should wake up. No, I'm just checking if anyone saw. What was that for? You love me. You can't tear the tickets! You won't be able to return them! What are you... Can't you see? It's all so hopeless. Lavish your love on someone better for you, please. I'm just... The woman you've chosen, yes, I understand that. I'm the woman you've chosen, and you've told me. You chose me above everything and everyone else. You chose me?
Trying to do my best in my heart. Nothing else than that. I want you, Mom, my dad, everyone to be friends. I want everyone to be smiling. Not like being mad. I want everything to smile. Especially when I see someone, I want them to smile.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, sorry. I'm just thinking. You know, it really is a lovely poster for the show. Clara looks so small next to the man cast as the Nutcracker. He looks like royalty. And she? Just a girl. But he chose her as well, didn't he? Life may have gifted him to her in a way, but she's very much a part of their adventures, a vital part that he needs. I know that your period of failing grades is no comparison to an evil mouse king and his army. But we got through it together. And I was happy to help you. You said I saved you, but I don't know about all that. I did help, though. The day I woke up in your bed, still terribly embarrassing, I hope you know, I joked about having to write my resignation letter. That night I really did draft one to give to Mr. Gerald. The first draft was all apologies and worries, mostly pathetic sentiments, but then when I thought about my future and dared to let myself consider what would make me the most fulfilled, the letter changed into something else. A critique about the department and how he limits his teachers, I'll admit. But more about how I deserved to wake up every day and do something for myself. It's still sitting on my desk. I haven't done anything with it because it felt silly at the time. Since then, I've been trying to talk to my brother again. I realized that I pushed him away because of how my parents felt about his lifestyle changes, not because I really didn't want him in my life. I was afraid of his influence, of someone close giving me permission to be bold and free. Expectations are a bottle that once you slide inside, it seems impossible to climb your way back out again. I just keep slipping down the sides every time I try to defy my parents or my bosses, or eventually that little voice in my head saying I was crazy for wanting more. Wanting you. The woman I collaborated with for the museum's mixed media collection, she owns an artist studio, and she's asked me to join their troupe as the resident poet and wordsmith. I initially turned her down because I'd have to quit working the university, and the pay would be drastically less, and my life would be chaos, But the thought of waking up every day and being a part of something so free and creative, of finally knocking down the walls between us and not caring anymore what anyone thinks, of loving you unapologetically and living my life for myself, that sounds like my kind of fairy tale. Her offer still stands, and my brother said I should take it. What do you think? I knew you'd say that. My fearless Nutcracker.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, it's starting already? Shoot,
flash photography is prohibited, and
I guess we should find our seats.
switched off for the duration.
But before we go,
There will be a 15-minute
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for this love. Our love story. And the chance to be someone better for you and myself. I love you. Let's go watch the show.